Hi folks, thanks for joining me again. So I thought today I'd have a go at a winter scene. It's a bit hot today and I just wanted to cool down a bit. So I've moved locations temporarily, so I'm going to see how I get on with this spot here. So it's going to be a fairly limited palette. What shall I go with? A bit of blue. Let's just whack that in there first. I'm going with something about up there. Quite dark. I want it to contrast against the snow. Let's just move that up. A bit more water. Let's move it over something like that. Bit of an angle. And then into that, I'm going to get my scraping card. Let's have, it's a bit wet, it's still a bit wet for that. I'll come back to that in a sec. But for now, a bit of yellow ochre. Let's give it a bit of Payne's grain there as well, really darken this up a bit. Got the little sword liner. Up there. Something coming up off this side as well. Take that right off the edge of the paper. And a few little flicks and things going on. Darken that up a little bit more. Get some nice contrasts, because I've already done the sky quite dark, so this has got to be extra dark. Let's go back to the scraping there. So we've got that one over here. I'm going to pop another one in somewhere about there. Something about there. I'm going to switch scrapers, I'm happy with that one. Do you think, because I'm using a different easel, I can't press as hard, I think that's what's causing it. Put that one in about there. Just a few scrapes and things going along. Just want a little bit of something down there, a few flicks and just working on the angles. Get your finger in there as well, just smudge some of it up. Just looking for random shapes and patterns really. They look like nice shadows down there. If I go a little bit lighter, I just need to adjust these a little bit, they don't look quite right at the moment. Put something in front of them. I'll even take this little brush here and just whack a few little things. come back down a bit. Come back to that one. I think what I need is just to get just a hint of a path in there. Just using clean water just to brush this about a bit. Just blur some of the edges. Just blend it all together. Just give it that loose feel. Although I am conscious leaving the white of the paper. So I think you can still make out the snow. In fact, while I'm faffing around like that, see what I didn't like. I'm tempted to, you know, if I mess about with that, it'll look worse. I'm not quite happy with how that come out, but I'm gonna worry about it right now. Right, a few little. Let's do a few marks. Just a few little, you know, I'm using this brush now, just marking out the path. Again, just random marks, shapes. Get your finger in there, scuff it up a bit. Just looking for random, just general randomness, just to keep it all nice and loose. I was going to flick something, but no, I wouldn't do that now. So what I will do, I'll just get the little rigger brush. There's definitely room for a few little telegraph poles and wires and things. I'm going to do it anymore. It's so hard. Put them in and then just leave them alone. It's so hard to just leave it alone. The temptation is to just overdo it all the time. Right, back to the big brush. No, it's not. It's back to the use this rigger. Again, these. Let's just pop a few of these in. Just scuff them up a little bit. Get your fingers in there. Scrape a few. You can always sort of scrape the sides if you want, just to try and either catch the light or give them some sort of definition. Just make sure this is flat first before I go any further. I'll give it a quick dry. That's all that needs. And then I just want our little man in there somewhere. Well, actually, I might whack some shadows in first. So back to the big brush. It's a bit of a shadowy colour. Something like that. Now I'm going to be coming this way, so I'm cutting straight across. Just put it all across there like that. Pull some shadows from these. A few little random marks here and there. Don't go too many because there's some nice snow effects there. I haven't got my tissue with me, I'm just conscious of that. Doing something, that water gathering on the bottom of the paper. Let's just move that out of the way. Let's just fix that shadow in place. I think those other shadows need to be just a little bit stronger. So I need let's use this other rigger brush. Let's just pull them. Something like that, I think. Take the little one, size 0 I think this is. And I need our little man up here somewhere walking, so he's sort of leaning. Leaning forward. Little dog's in front of him. Some shadows off those bird up there. Let's stick a little bird up here. Another one there, another one there. And then I'm just going to finish it off. Let's just sign it down there. Call that one done. Right, let's have a closer look at it. So here's our finished painting. So I think what I did differently with the snow, just to give it that really loose look, I just went over it with some clean water just to try and blend in some of the surrounding colours. You can just see just where it just blends in very, very slightly all the way around. I've just tried to loosen it as much as I possibly could. Some strong foreground shadows, posts leading our path up. It's a little man trudging up the hill towards these little houses, snow covered roofs. A little bit of telegraph poles. Tempting to just overdo it and just put hundreds in, but you have to really try and hold yourself back. Some very, very simple trees put in using the corner of the hake just below these birds up here in the sky. And I must have caught just a touch of the crimson or something. There's a little bit of red in there, unintentional, but it still works. And the shadows below the trees as we come into the foreground. So for this, I hope you enjoy that. Thanks as always for watching, for your support, very much appreciated. Look forward to seeing all your own paintings in the gallery pages. If you've got any questions, please ask. Keep practicing, and I'll see you again very soon.